Know those days where you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Your entire day can be affected by how you wake up in the morning. So how do you turn it around? Sleep expert Alanna McGinn is here with advice. And Alanna, oh, looking so comfy there. Before we even talk about waking up on the wrong side, let's talk about going to sleep. Is there a right side of the bed to sleep on?
So the side of the bed that we choose to sleep on is largely dictated by our personality. And there was a study that was done with 2,000 individuals, and the top 5 reasons why they chose their side of the bed was: one, there was easier access to get out of the bed, easier access to the night table. Their partner preferred the other side of the bed. Better view of the TV, which I think is a popular one, or they like to sleep up against the wall. Now, if you're right brained, so you're more emotional, more imaginative, more creative, you tend to sleep on the right side of the bed. If you are left brained, you're more logical, more rational, you tend to sleep on the left side of the bed. Now, there's some that believe that if you exit the bed on the right side, you will have a day filled with peace, less stress filled. But if you believe in feng shui and you exit the left side of the left side represents health, money, family, and power.
Oh, I exit on the left side of the bed and I sleep on the left side of the bed. And it's just because of the night table, but I like all the things you said. So regardless of what side you sleep on, is it possible to wake up on the wrong side emotionally?
It is, Tracy. And the reason why that is when we wake up, there's that transitional state between sleeping and waking. That state is called sleep inertia. So this is when we wake up, we're feeling a little foggy, feeling a little groggy, maybe a little grumpy. It can last for a minute. It can go as long as 4 hours. If you're more sleep deprived, it's going to last a longer period of time, but it's normally about 30 minutes or so. What's important to understand, though, is it's normal. I mean, it's normal to wake up still feeling a little sleepy. What's not normal is, jumping out of bed, singing with the birds. So it's normal to feel a little groggy and foggy when we wake up, but there are steps, that's what we're going to talk about today, to maybe eliminate that feeling a little bit.
Okay, I love that because, yeah, I tend to wake up pretty happy because I go to bed early, so I'm getting a good solid 7 to 8 hours every night. But there's sometimes I just wake up and I'm tired and there's a little voice in my head saying, just don't even get up. It's dark out. What are you doing? So what can you do to help yourself if you're in that mode?
So in order to wake up, we want to focus on water. Because think about it. We've been sleeping for 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep without hydrating ourselves. So we're probably waking up pretty dehydrated. So before you reach for that cup of coffee, reach for that glass of water. This is going to get your heart flowing. It's going to get your blood pumping, or jump in a cold shower. This is going to increase our circulation, which means our body's going to need more oxygen, which is going to help us feel more awake and then therefore more refreshed as well.
What if you wake up feeling sad? I have a cousin and she told me she stopped napping because every time she took a nap, she woke up feeling sad. What do you do about that?
So this is where we want to increase our serotonin, because this is our happy chemical, and lower levels of serotonin can bring on feelings of sadness and perhaps depression. So the photoreceptors in our eyes, they regulate our energy levels, our mood, our sleep patterns, and they respond to the blue light of the sky. So when we wake up in the morning, we want to open up the blinds, we want to let that sunshine in, immerse ourselves in that natural light. Because what that's going to do is it's going to suppress our melatonin. This is our natural sleep hormone, and it's going to raise those serotonin levels. You had actually posted on social media the other day, you had shared a post saying that a goal that you were working towards was feeling more thankful when you woke up, right? More thankful for the life that created. Do you remember posting that?
Yes, I absolutely, because I'm usually on a pretty good default setting of positivity, but man, there's some days that I'm struggling and I should be very grateful. Like, it's an embarrassment of riches. So yes, I'm working on that for sure, constantly.
You know what? And I love seeing that you post, because we all are. That is a goal that a lot of us are trying to achieve. So if you want to turn that frown upside down, maybe jot down 3 things you're thankful for in the morning. See, like you said, 3 things that you're grateful for, that you're excited about, to help you feel a little happier in the morning. But it's also important to note that if you are feeling consistent mornings of sadness, if it's coming with you throughout the day, it's affecting other areas of your life, this is where maybe you want to have a conversation with your doctor to make sure that it's not just, normal, common morning blues, and maybe not a more serious issue like depression.
Good point. Okay, know that difference between a bad day and every day feeling sad, because that's a problem. Let's move on to waking up feeling anxious.
So I am a huge fan of breathing activities and breath work to lower our anxiety. The reason why that is when we focus on our breathing, we activate our parasympathetic nervous system. So this is going to lower our heart rate. It's going to help our body feel more calm, more relaxed. And there's a lot of different breathing apps that you can choose from. Things like Calm and Headspace are great apps that will guide you through that breath work. And you can apply it. You can apply it during the day, at night, in the morning if you're feeling more anxious. Something that I've been doing for the past, I would say about 2 years now, is when I wake up in the morning, I wait at least 30 minutes before I check in with my social media, before I check my work emails, because life is chaotic and life is just going to add to any kind of anxiety that you might be feeling. So I give myself that 30 minutes to organize my thoughts, deal with the kids, deal with what I have to do before I check in with the outside world.
Oh, so smart. Okay, another reason for waking up on the wrong side of the bed is you may be lonely. What do you do if you wake up feeling lonely?
I think if the past 2 years have taught us anything, it's how important connection is. And it really plays such a fundamental role in our overall health and well being. And if you're feeling bouts of loneliness, this is where you might have to reevaluate your connection. So, what you can do to kind of bring in that connection. So maybe it's joining a support or a hobby that maybe is giving you more social interaction, or listening to a podcast in the morning, or a favorite TV show like Cityline in the morning. Familiar voices, interesting topics, going to help kind of fill that void a little bit, or just connecting with a friend, or doing a regular Zoom chat to fill that connection tank. You don't have to just do it in the morning. What you do throughout the day and at night can help you feel fulfilled when you wake up in the morning too.
Oh, I love it. Okay, finally, you say don't lose sleep over losing sleep. Talk to us about that.
You know what, when we hyper focus on sleep issues and sleep loss, it's just going to amplify any stress or anxiety that we're already feeling about it. So don't lose sleep over losing sleep. Waking up on the wrong side of the bed isn't necessarily a problem you have to fix, but you can take some of the steps we talked about today to help make you feel a little bit better.
You know what, Alanna? Talking to you always puts my day on the right side. Thank you for that.